Welcome to Rack of the Week 152. Last week I had a video called Embrace the Chaos. And indeed, when you look at straight pull racks, you can kind of divide them into two categories, the textbook racks and chaotic racks. A textbook rack, you kind of have some balls to choose for a break ball, and you've got a lot of open balls, and it's just kind of a matter of nudging the clusters and working the pattern. It's kind of textbook. And other racks, they just look impossible, but there's a way to find a way through. In the past, if you watched my videos and my the Daily 50 series and my other straight pull run attempts on my channel, you probably noticed that I've struggled with some long, tough shots. It's kind of been my nemesis, and I've worked a lot on my fundamentals, and I'm transitioning into working on difficult shots. And right now, I'm working on a video called How to Shoot Straight. And working on that video, I've really been dissecting all the components of what it takes, and it's brought it to the forefront of my practice sessions, and it's helping a lot. I chose this particular straight pull rack that you're about to see because I make not one, not two, not three, 4 long, difficult shots just to get through this one rack. But it's not a Hail Mary kind of way. It's in the same process as you use for any shot. And I felt very confident in shooting the shots. I didn't, slap the balls in. They went in pretty cleanly. And so we're going to take a look at that rack. I'm going to shrink the sidebar on the side of the screen and get out of the way because I want to show the overhead camera as well. And as this rack plays, you can hear me talking as I'm shooting. So let's get into it. Let's run the rack. Got a pretty high and outside angle break shot. And I'm thinking the cue ball is going to go to the rail, the bottom rail.
No!
But it kissed off the 2 and almost scratched.
That's not what was supposed to happen.
So oftentimes you'll get lucky and have a shot on one of these balls over here, but I don't. So this is shot number 1.
Look.
Difficult shot number 1. I don't have a shot on the 11 in this side. I don't have anything other than the 8 ball in one of the upper corners. Yep. So I'm going to shoot the 8 up here. Now I can't roll it because the cue ball is going to end up here in no man's land. So I've got to kind of punch it and see if I can preserve a shot, hopefully on the one in the side. Let's watch how slow my backstroke is. Yeah, fairly slow, a little fast. But I'm rightfully pleased with that shot because the run can continue. But it's not a great rack. Definitely not a textbook rack.
This is as bad as that other rack. I got cluster, I got nothing. 14's a good break. The best break ball I have from here. Boom. 12 can open up those, or 13, 11. So 7 gets me on the 11 to open those, but I got nothing.
So I'm going to use the 7 to open up this cluster and preserve the 14 as a break shot.
Now or later? I'm shooting it now. Okay.
I mean, obviously the easiest shot on the table is the 3 or the 1, but they don't get you anything. You've got to deal with these problems immediately. If you can. So I'm punching that to the rail because I didn't want to roll it. I didn't want to end up behind the 14, but I've got a good angle.
What's next? I do not know. If I knock the 4 ball out for a break ball, I'm tied up. I have no shot because I got to hit it soft.
Because I got to hit it soft, and the cue ball is going to end up trapped right in here. So I don't want to do that
because the 10-6 go in that side. I got to go through, or I might have the 5-9 combo. I can't worry about break balls.
By go through, I mean I've got to hit it harder to get the cue ball loose, and I'm thinking the cue ball is going to go this way.
Oh, I didn't want to go down there. I thought it was going straight through. Son of a gun.
This is straight pull. It doesn't have to do what you think. It doesn't have to behave.
Well, that was a tough rack, but it's not over yet. I might get there.
That's interesting. I almost gave up. I almost said, well, it was a tough rack.
Nah, things are looking up.
But I put that thought out of my head immediately. I know I've got to cut this 4 ball. This combination does go in the side.
4.
but I'm judging that to be tougher than the 4-ball. The 4-ball, I can aim directly at a pocket. And so, and if you don't hit it too hard, the pocket kind of opens up. You can brush the rail. But I've practiced this a lot lately. Not this shot. I've practiced long shots a lot lately.
Baby!
So I'm rightfully pleased that ball went in, and it went in well. It didn't brush the rail. It went in.
I'm not out of the woods yet, but I can see a clearing.
So I've got a shot on this combination, 5-10 combination, and it might look kind of easy.
I think we got to go. Well,
but for where I am, I've got to back cut the 5-ball, and it's a tough shot and hard to control the cue ball.
I can't get it to 212.
So I really want to get at these, because if I can do that, then the 14 could be it's not the best break ball, but it's possible. So I have a shot at the 3 right now, but it doesn't help me. Now I'd like to get I like what I'm doing here with the bridge. I'm finding the aim point standing fully upright, and only then do I bring the cue and the bridge down on that line that I've already found. That's how you can aim these shots a lot easier.
Yeah, don't give me an easy shot. Whatever you do, don't give me an easy shot.
I wanted to hit with more topspin so I get the cue ball to hit the 5, and didn't take enough care to do that. So
supposed to hit the 5.
See, I'm supposed to hit the 5. So now I'm in another tough spot. I've got to shoot the
14 ball.
14 ball rather, which was my break ball. So things are getting
14.
really slim. This is difficult shot number 3. Very similar to the 4-ball I just shot, so I feel pretty good about it. I did stand behind the cue ball. I probably should have stood here longer, behind the object ball rather, and sighted it. But I feel good about it.
Boom shakalaka.
Who knows what that is? Who knows what that's from?
Don't ask me. What I'm gonna. Oh, look at this. I can cut the 1 in and bump the 6-ball into break ball position. Possibly. It doesn't look bad. Let's give her a go.
So I'm trying to knock the 6-ball to the rail.
1 on the side.
And then over for a break ball. That's a real good plan. But didn't get it.
Too soft.
Didn't work out. Now I don't want to shoot this combination.
Well,
I want to use. I'm looking at using the 6 to open up the 12, and then I have the 5 this way. Because the 10 ball could be a break ball, and I don't really realize that till for just a minute.
Right here. Well, the 10's a break ball. What are you talking about?
I just realized
the
it.
10's a break ball.
I was going to shoot the 9 to give myself this angle on the 10 to open these balls up. And then I've got to use the 6 or something else as a break ball.
I can't get the 212, because if I don't get the 212, the 10's no use. Got nothing.
Now, if I clear all these balls and get ball in hand or play position for this shot as a break ball, that's a possibility.
Spin down into the 12.
Yeah, as well. But as you can hear, what I'm trying to do is get a shot on the 6 to open these up.
Well, we got to do something. Let's just give something a try.
Give something a try. So I'm trying to preserve the 10 now. And I'm trying to draw the cue ball back pretty much to where it is. I want to just spin it up. Yeah, so I wanted to spin it up close to the 6. And
I got too much angle.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I got too much angle. Too much angle to really spin this 6 and bump the 12. And I've got, I'm completely off angle on the 10, so there's no sense in shooting that. So I finally decided I've got to shoot the 3 and come back across. Try and get this angle, a little bit shallower angle, so I can come down.
If I could right now, it's not a good
12.
shot for anything. All right, 3.
This is not a difficult shot number 4. This is a pretty reasonable shot. It's not the easiest shot, but it's pretty reasonable. Just try and get that speed control right. Don't want to get straight in. Yeah, I undercut it a little bit. So had I cut it into the center of the pocket, the cue ball would have rolled farther, and I might have been like this angle, which would have been a very good angle. But I've got a good angle now to go down into that 12. This is what that positive attitude gets you. If you have a shot, just put your energies into the shot. That's all you have to worry about. Just shoot the shot.
Please go by the 5. Please go by the 5. Oh, boy. Well, I can probably wiggle it. I'm going to have to rail first it. Please go by the 5. Please go by the 5. Oh, boy. Well, I can probably wiggle it. I'm going to have to rail first it. But that's all I got.
I did a drill in my practice room series recently where I shoot every single ball on the table so soft that the object ball just kind of gets to the lip of the pocket and dribbles in. And that helps you with shots like this because I've got to cut it thin, but I want to hit it pretty soft so that it opens up the pocket because I can't shoot straight at the pocket.
Can you believe this?
Now my ego gets in the way.
Talk about a rack from nowhere. I was nowhere. I had no chance of clearing that rack.
So it's good to feel positive about getting through that rack. It was really tough.
Woo!
And I've got a very reasonable break shot.
That was one rack that felt like 100.
But even though,
let's get it right. Come on now.
See, now I'm telling myself, let's get it right now, but still my ego's in the way. I need to get this angle on this 5 ball to just go to the rail, follow to the rail and out here on the break shot.
This is too much angle. I need it to be back here. Then I have the right angle to bounce out easily.
But I had thoughts of how great of a shooter I am to get through that rack on my mind. And so I got the cue ball here instead of here where it should have been. Now, I'm going to pause the video for the first time in this rack because I want to talk about something. What I should do, I should pull a Jason Shaw shot, but I don't have the courage to do it. I've got too much angle on this key ball. And what Jason Shaw would do, I think he did this once or twice in his 714 run. Here's the ghost ball position. A lot of right English, center or low right English, and send the cue ball up here to here, and then the right English kills it, so it comes straight back down here for your break ball. But it's really hard to judge the spin and the speed to get that right, and I'm chicken. I don't want to shoot it. And so what I'm going to do is just use a lot of right English to kill the cue ball, and I know that I'm going to have a back cut.
I got all cocky, and now I got a tough break shot.
And this tough break shot
had the cue ball right here.
Yeah, cue ball should have been right here.
Cue ball stays back here. How easy is that?
So this is difficult shot number 4.
This game will just.
And like I said, I'm going to talk about the steps for making shots like this in my How to Shoot Straight video, which is coming up. But rather than approach this with any trepidation or disappointment over the angle that I have and the distance, if you're going to miss it, you're going to miss it. But just be positive and put your efforts into making it. Look at how much time I'm taking. You don't see my eyes, but I'm looking at the aim point back to the cue ball. Aim point, cue ball, aim point, cue ball. Really get it locked in before I get down on the shot. Stay still and just execute. Just throw your cue at that spot.
Baby. Notice how I didn't try to overpower it?
4 difficult shots to get those 15 points. And that's what it takes. If you're going to have any long runs in straight pool, you are just not going to have all easy shots, all textbook runs. So this is, I thought this was a great example of that. I hope you got something from it. Remember, if you're going to play straight pool, play it straight. Thanks for watching. See you next week on Rack of the Week.